The West Seattle High Rise Bridge is the city's most used street, typically carrying more than 100,000 travelers every day. The bridge has been closed since March 2020 after growing cracks in the structure were found during a routine inspection. We immediately set to work on emergency stabilization work, which successfully halted the cracks from growing larger and kept the bridge standing. But additional work is needed to further strengthen the bridge to support the weight and stress of daily traffic. We know the bridge closure has caused disruptions to the area. We are hard at work repairing the bridge and are happy to report that it is currently on track to reopen in mid 2022.
I saw a lot of traffic, um, a lot of traffic, and I saw a lot of youth trying to walk around and ride their bikes. It's really scary because the commuters start learning the back roads, and then once they start learning the back roads, they start speeding through the back roads.
People throughout West Seattle have had to use detour routes with longer travel times and more traffic to reach the rest of the city while the bridge is closed. And the neighborhoods along the detour routes, specifically the people and businesses in Georgetown, South Park, and Highland Park, have experienced both the bridge closure and the additional impacts of detour traffic diverted into and through their neighborhoods. We wanted to help ease the impacts along the detour route by keeping drivers on the wider detour streets and away from narrower family focused neighborhood streets.
Georgetown has a history of air pollution, higher rate of asthma in our community. A lot of studies that have been done, link that back to kind of our air quality or poor air quality. So when we have more vehicles on the road in our neighborhoods, it's negative for the community members that live there. I think we wanted to get community input. We did neighborhood walks with SDOT and Department of Neighborhoods. We had multiple community meetings talking to people within the city to see how we could help make our streets more safe, help try to direct traffic elsewhere, and slow down the traffic that's coming through our neighborhood. Now we are starting to see that relief.
Now that we can return to work, that we can start to get better economically, people think that we are just neighborhood but not a really business district. So now we are more kind of depressed because we have all the issues that we have in the past, plus all this traffic, all these people that they don't want to know everything, they just want to go through because they are in a hurry. A huge part of my community is immigrant, so they don't receive this type of stimulus, and it's harder.
Through broad outreach and community engagement, we learned that people along the detour routes were indeed concerned about increased traffic, pedestrian safety, and environmental and health impacts. As a result, we implemented home zones in their neighborhoods. A home zone keeps residential streets people-focused by installing traffic circles, speed humps, lit crosswalks, multilingual traffic safety signs, and closes some streets to through traffic.
With the home zone plan, we've put in, literally over 60 speed humps in this area and changed light patterns and added some crosswalks and things like that. But now they kind of have to wait and see how it performs.
We also heard requests from impacted communities about expanding vehicle access to the Spokane Street Swing Bridge, which has been restricted to transit, freight, and emergency vehicles since the High Bridge closed to keep it from getting overloaded with detour traffic. Based on this feedback, we are now giving temporary access across the Spokane Street Swing Bridge for people going to life-saving medical appointments, on-call medical workers, maritime businesses and restaurants and retail businesses that have been doubly affected by both the bridge closure and the COVID pandemic. If you do not have access, be careful to avoid the low bridge during the day when driving. You will receive a $75 fine each time you cross the bridge. And remember, the low bridge is always open for all who are walking, biking, or rolling. As COVID restrictions lift, streets are getting busier every day, and it's becoming clear that we all need to do our part to reduce congestion by rethinking the ways we get around. If you can, please skip the drive across the bridges at the busiest times. Bike, walk, use transit, or stay and shop local in West Seattle. These decisions can help reduce congestion for people making essential trips and help protect the health of your neighbors living in the most impacted areas. To find out more about trip planning and travel options, The repair of the West Seattle Bridge, Spokane Street Swing Bridge access, neighborhood home zones projects, and all the other work happening to get people back on the West Seattle Bridge and help everyone endure the closure, please visit the project website at seattle.gov/West Seattle Bridge. Call our multilingual phone line at 206-400-7511 or email us at westseattlebridge@seattle.gov today. Please sign up for email updates by clicking the Subscribe Now button under Latest News. We know you've been through a lot this past year, and we thank you for your patience and resilience. We're looking forward to reconnecting West Seattle in 2022. Thank you.